All right. We should be live soon. And we are coming in here for round two. Round two of the severe weather threat here. We have now two tornado warnings ongoing here. One up to the north over here near Quitman and uh, Energy, Middleton, Sykes, Snell. You guys need to be going into your safe spots. And then we got another one further down to the south here. That's going to be near Waynesboro. That is definitely our stronger area of rotation right now. This is not an observed tornado warning yet, but we are keeping our eyes out for this storm here. There's definitely some stronger areas of rotation to the north and west of Waynesboro. Honestly, I thought there for a second we might escape another tornado, but this storm over here near Waynesboro is looking a little bit concerning. So I definitely want folks in Waynesboro, Silas, Gilberttown, and Tokesee there in Alabama and Mississippi to be in their safe spots as this storm pushes off to the east. You can see our line is getting a little bit stronger as that pushes off to the east. I definitely still have some severe capability as far north now as Cuba, York, Livingston, Epps, Gainesville, and Grieger there. And then we also have some severe thunderstorm warnings down here as well into parts of southern Louisiana and going into Mississippi, about to enter into Slidell, Picayune, Poplarville, with the potential there for some 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then further to the south, we have another storm over here with some 60-mile-per-hour winds possible there as well. Over here near Waynesboro, we're going to be keeping our eye on this storm over there. You see just to the north and west, here is that area of rotation. So we got some greens touching our reds. That indicates that we are dealing with some stronger. Oh, we got a tornado on the ground there. That, I think, yeah, that's a tornado on the ground. We've officially got a tornado on the ground here in Alabama, and that is some pretty strong rotation. As you can see, just to the north and west of Waynesboro, that's where that tornado is circled right there. If we come over here to our correlation coefficient, you can see that we're starting to see debris lofted here to the north and west of Waynesboro directly over our velocity couplet. So it does seem like a tornado has dropped. So unfortunately, our pattern here of these storms trying to produce tornadoes and failing has kind of fallen apart here. And we're getting into a new trend here with some embedded supercells within our line as they move off to the east. And again, we have a tornado on the ground, folks, just to the north of 84, north and east of Whistler, right here in that area. There's that area of correlation coefficient drop. That is a tornado on the ground that is moving towards the east, towards Boyce. What's the Cape looking like now? The Cape is still pretty weak. Still pretty weak. If I come over here to the meso analysis, check out the latest thermodynamics. Yeah, we're talking about 500 joules per kilogram. Where this storm is right now, we are talking about around 200 joules per kilogram. 200 joules per kilogram. Okay, latest scan here. Still seeing a potential tornado on the ground. Our correlation coefficient is a couple minutes ahead of the rest of our scans here. Let me just double check with Radar Omega to make sure that is a problem with our data and not necessarily with the program itself. Yeah, it looks like our latest scan of Radar Omega is also came in here at around, yeah, it's still a couple minutes behind, but you can definitely see the correlation coefficient drop on Radar Omega as well. So looks like the radar is taking a little while to send that data out. But right here in this area south of Shabuda, we still have a tornado on the ground. This one could be a little bit in the stronger variety. Our rotations are actually some of the stronger rotations we've seen today. I wouldn't say the strongest, but it's up there. North and east of Whistler, heading very close to West King and 45. Again, that's near West King and 45. Let me get our tornado simulator up here. Not sure this tornado will be on the ground for that long, so we might not use it for more than a couple minutes, but I'll try to get it up. And if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado on the ground north of Waynesboro, Mississippi, just about to enter into Alabama here. Waiting on our latest scan to come in. We do have our latest reflectivity. Lines up perfectly still with that CC drop. So we're still talking about a tornado on the ground.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Just got a new tornado warning further to the south here near Richton. Oh, man. Yeah, another area of some rotation here. That's going to be heading towards Buckatuna and Chatham, Alabama, and Mississippi there. And we have another area of some strengthening rotation. Man, it seems like it just never fails with these southeasterly storms, man. We get it a lull of the storm all the way until it gets into about the Mississippi-Alabama border, and then the storms start to intensify and start to produce tornadoes again. This just keeps happening. Yeah, it looks like our latest scan here south of Shibuda is still indicating a tornado on the ground here, still kind of on the northern portion of this tornado warning. So watch out there in Matherville, potentially there into parts of Mississippi. I think all right, let me see if I can. Shibuda is to the north. Yeah, it's going to be. Fortunately, this is probably going to lift most likely on one of our next scans here, so we might not have enough time to look at that on radar. Well, let me refresh this really quick. It's running a little slow. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Other streamers are having problems with radars and data. Not me. We've been getting plenty up-to-date information here from WeatherWise. WeatherWise has done an amazing job being pretty much up to current here. Our latest correlation coefficient scan came in at 1834 or at 634. There, south of Shibuda, about to move over this road right here near Hilwani. So if you're in Hawaii, you want to be in your safe spots. This is certainly a pretty powerful area of rotation. As you can see, we have a couple little areas of some tighter circulation within this storm south of Shibuda as this moves off to the north and east. And there's that debris ball still centered underneath that. So again, if you live in this area, again, this is a tornado on the ground, and you need to be in your safe spots. Further down to the south, let's check back in on this tornado warning. Looks like this warning is also tightening up a little bit here to the north of Richton as that pushes off towards the east. Still trying to tighten up there. Further up to the north, looks like this area of rotation is struggling. Very broad area of circulation that'll probably be allowed to expire here shortly. I'm wondering if this trend is going to continue further down to the south. With some of these storms down here, not quite sure. I also figured out, you can slow down the playback speed on this radar here, which is nice. Oh yeah, Shibuda. Yeah, near Shibuda, there was a tornado there not too long ago. What road is this over? Waynesboro Shibuda Road. Oh my gosh, that is like the exact same area, the exact same road that got hit by a tornado like a couple weeks ago. Well, we know we have a scanner in that area, so let's go ahead and bring it up and learn some more information about this. That's bad. getting hit twice by 2 tornadoes in over a couple of weeks. I remember that specific road, and that tornado is directly over that same area of the road too. Wow. All right, let me bring that up on the scanner feed. If I can figure out where this is. Okay, so it's there. There's these guys. That goes down and then expands. So that is just north and east of Hattiesburg. So that's this one. Wayne County Public Safety. Should be it. Wow. Chances of that are quite slim. Yeah, latest scan, we still have a debris signature ongoing. It's a little bit on the weaker side of things, so I'm hoping by the next scan we see this dissipate. But unfortunately, this is, again, the second time that this area has been hit by a tornado. And that is, yeah, I'm listening into the scanner radio. I'm not hearing anything yet. Just trying to make sure I have the right county. Thank you, Melissa, for becoming an EF1 general support member. Let me see if I can find the county in this tornado warning just to make sure. Yeah, Wayne, Mississippi. Does it say the county? Oh. There is some chatter happening now. Hold on, we might get some more information on this thing. Yeah, this is some major deja vu here, for sure.
Oh, yeah, you're conversation. Right, man, sexual. Will you give me that road again? Is the other towards state line?
Something starting to show up here on this radar scan right in here. I don't think that's a tornado yet. It's not a good enough signal to be able to say for sure. Okay, latest scan, it does seem like this tornado has lifted at the moment.
I'm off pulling that road up.
The voice, that is a scanner.
Can I get the address for that mobile home again?
Oh, someone's asking for an address for the mobile home. Uh-oh.
Well, you think it's going to be off of Clara West Road? I'm still trying to locate it.
Not sure why they're looking for the address for a mobile home. That could be damage. But yeah, that voice is the policemen and firemen that are in this area where that tornado just happened. How's the weather in Missouri looking? Pretty calm. Gonna get windier and potentially snowier here in a little bit. We do have some thunderstorms in the area, but not really expecting much out of these storms in terms of tornadoes. But some hail could be possible with some of these storms. The storm's hitting where I'm at? Not yet, but it does seem like the northern portion of this line is reaching further up to the north. It kind of looked like northern Alabama would just get some thunderstorms up there, but it does seem like now there's a little bit more of a widespread coverage here of this line as this cold front kind of ejects into this area. I'm wondering if we're getting some extra maybe help, some precipitation out in front of this storm maybe is making the dew points potentially a little bit higher. Also, there's a lot of defluence aloft up in this area, and that might be providing a little bit more forcing out here as well. But wouldn't be surprising if we started to see some severe thunderstorm warnings make it up to the north, but so far we haven't had any new ones issued north of York and Meridian. Will Huntsville, Alabama be hit by a tornado? That's a pretty low chance. Most of our tornado threat is going to remain down here into the south. Yeah, latest radar scan looks like our tornado has definitely lifted here. No more correlation coefficient. And this storm down here, it continues to try to organize some rotation, but it's still kind of struggling. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining yet again. We are in for round 2 here of our tornado coverage. If you ever figure out a way to stop the path of a tornado, the first place to get them would be the trailer parks, or at least it should be. I mean, if you could stop a tornado, might as well just get it as soon as it forms. It really doesn't matter where that is. Are we in the right county? Let me make sure we're in the right county here. I think we are. Yeah, not a whole lot of chatter on the scanner. So I'm wondering if maybe this dissipated before that road, and maybe we mainly just got damage in like some forested areas. There was a report, or not a report, but somebody saying something about a trailer home, but we're not exactly sure whether or not that was associated with damage, as they didn't get specific. We want to check back down and into our southern mode of the storms here, just to make sure nothing is getting a little bit more interesting. We did have some tornado warnings with these two areas of circulation a while ago, but that was still within our pattern of, rotation getting close, but no cigar type rotation. It's storming. Fortunately, no tornado here. Yeah, that's good. That is really good to hear. Yeah, we have 3 tornado warnings right now. If I put this stop, if I stop it, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3 tornado warnings. Most of these storms are still in Mississippi, but they're about to cross over the Alabama border here. We have 1 tornado warning in Alabama as well. It's Toxie, Gilberton, Sealis, and another area in Alabama that needs to be seeking shelter is Chatham. Probably won't see an extension over here near Quitman. It's an old radar from the New Orleans radar since it went down. Yeah, that one's not scanning too well. Where's the New Orleans radar? Why is this so far behind? Last scan down here was at 8:15. That's not recent. I don't know what's going on with that radar back there. Meant old radar scan? Yeah. Let me see if that's the same. The radar might have gone down in that area if it's the same on Radar Omega. Yeah, the last radar scan on Radar Omega was at 6:12, which is 30 minutes ago. So I think that radar over there went down near Hammond. Looks like we'll have to use the Mobile radar for our southern storms. Yeah, latest look from this radar, a little bit of rotation with this area of this storm over here, just to the east of Pearl River. Going to keep our eye on that one as well. Not tornado warned, but something to keep looking at, just to make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. Do anything sneaky. Am I safe? Yeah, I'm good. The winds are really strong, though. Very strong winds up here for like no thunderstorms at all. Although I did get 1 rumble of thunder not too long ago. The latest scan down here looks like we might be getting a little bit more of an organized circulation here, just to the south and west of Buckatuna. Not quite tight circulation yet, but it is attempting to improve a little bit further up to the north as well. Let's see if we can find a better radar for this guy. Our closest radar is fortunately all the way down here to the south, and we're getting kind of a crappy picture out of this storm right now. Can't really see it too well in our velocities, but I can tell you there's no indication here of a new tornado on the ground just yet. Toxie, Gilberton, and Sealis needs to be in their safe spots still. This one up to the north, though, I'm pretty confident it's going to be canceled. Low country, welcome, welcome. From Northwest Arkansas, no storms. Yeah, I'm glad for you as well. Do I think the tornado will lift before Chilton County? It has lifted, yes. So that answers your question there. Let me change the title back to tornado warning since it's just recently lifted. Yeah, there goes that northern tornado warning. Now we are back down to 2 tornado warnings. So we'll see what ends up happening next here. It does seem like, just kind of briefly, our environment got a little bit more dicey. But to be fair, out of those 3 tornado warnings, 1 storm has produced a tornado. So it's been a while since we've actually seen a tornado on radar. So I don't know if this is going to be a long-term trend change or if this storm just got lucky and just happened to have been in the right environment and then threw out a tornado. We're definitely going to have to monitor the trends here for a little bit just to make sure that the environment isn't getting a little bit more dicey. That's kind of my plan here. And the northern extent of this line is pretty impressive. Because earlier today, really this line kind of cut off here, but it's really just continuing to grow further and further to the north by each scan. Pretty impressive up here. I wonder, yeah, there's no rotation, thankfully, up here. That's for sure. But definitely some stronger winds associated with this. Looks like we're talking about anywhere from 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts with this line of storms. Storms moving to the east at 35 miles per hour. Power just came on. That's good. Glad your power is back on. That's good news to hear. Let me see. That's a good thought, though. Looks like Alabama, we're getting pretty close to 30,000 people without power in Alabama. I'm honestly surprised my power is still on. There's 269 people without power in my county. Winds have been very loud. Looks like there's a decent amount of power outages on the western portion of Alabama. It's going to be associated with that line of storms coming through. So hopefully by the time the line gets to me, the power doesn't go out. But if the stream randomly cuts off, then that's because the power went out. Yeah, it's moving through the state. Yeah, it's going to continue to do that throughout the next couple of hours here. With this portion of the line, even though it's really not that strong or not severe warned, we've been having stronger winds for a longer time. So some of the trees and the ground, and they're getting a little bit saturated, and this line could be kind of that final blow for like a tree and some saturated ground after all of this wind that's come through. So we'll continue to see power outages out in front of the storm, and then also along that leading edge of the line. Your family lives in Dothan. Yeah, they got a little while there in Dothan before the storm gets there. All right, check on our latest scans. Out of Mobile, north of Mobile, area of rotation is now officially into Alabama. Still a little bit on the broader side, but some strong broad rotation with this storm right now. Gilbertown, Toxie there still should be respecting this storm. Further down to the south, man, we haven't gotten a scan out of this radar in a minute, have we? At least on the velocities. There we go. Newest scan is in. There it is. No debris signature on this storm, but it is certainly still got a little compact area. This is still the storm that I'm most concerned about. Yeah, just to the south and west of Buckatuna. Near Atlanta, Georgia is going to be okay. Yes, you guys will be all right. Tornado threat should stay to your south, and it's really going to dissipate. The severe threat should dissipate quite a bit, but there's still a small chance for severe weather into Georgia. Tennessee, by the way, has almost 10,000 people without power. Mississippi has 26,000. Louisiana has 28,000. Oklahoma has 15,000. Texas has now 227,000 people without power, which is down from 400,000. So power still slowly coming back on in Texas. No more warnings. Yeah, I was hoping too. We did get a decent little break for a little bit. About an hour and a half, almost 2 hour break from anything that looked serious on radar. We had a couple of close calls, but one might have briefly produced a tornado, but it never showed up on radar. Could have just been wind as well. Kind of uncertain what happened with that storm, but this one definitely just produced a tornado. But that has since lifted. So we're just kind of watching the trends here and just trying to figure out what exactly these storms are going to do in the future. So if you live in like Chatham or Millery or Sealis or Gilbertown or Toxie here in Alabama, or Buckatuna there in Mississippi, we could still continue to be in your safe spots here as we figure out what these storms are going to do. We'll know pretty shortly of whether or not there's still going to be a tornado threat. Where in Tennessee is the power out? Yeah, we can go check that out. It's mainly over in like the center portions, like western center portions. They're near Humphreys in Dixon County, Hickman County, Maury County, Lawrence County, and Davidson County. Dust storm, yeah. No, there's been reports of dust storms. I saw I think a photo of one earlier. Let me see if I can find that again. It's from Birding Peep. Oh yeah, Birding Peep has posted quite a bit. Here's a view from Laplace, Louisiana, an hour ago from Birding Peep. Look at that. Almost zero visibility. This is Birding Peep on X. She is the world's first digital storm chaser. That's her account if you want to see all of her posts. I don't think I can show this clip. I don't think that's a traffic cam. That's an earth cam. That's has cams. We already saw what happened live in Shreveport. Okay. Just making sure we're catching up on all of her news. I am curious to see whether or not there is any live cameras in Alabama worth picking up for any of these storms here. Let me go see if there's anything. Let's go see. Cameras. Oops. Players. I want the cameras on. Jeez. Computer seems to be running a little bit slow. At least this website is very slow. Any cameras? No cameras. Doesn't seem like. The website's still bugging out. Okay, yeah, no cameras near these storms right now. That another CC drop near Shibuda? No, that's not a CC drop over there. Let me check the other radar further back, just to double check. North of Shibuda? Well, it's a weird thing. That don't get me wrong. That is most likely this area right here. So I don't think that's a tornado there. As far as I can tell, there's no velocity coupling under that. Circulation approaching Beaumont, Mississippi. They see that. Ah, what happened? Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of rotation is getting started over here near Beaumont. That's going to be heading towards Neely, Wilson, and Garner, Reba, Colgreen, and oh, no, that's it. Okay, and McLean. That might get tornado warned here. This is going to be the next thing we keep our eye on there. Why did it just go to an earlier scan? There we go. Yeah, this is something to keep an eye on here near Beaumont. So don't have to go to your safe spots just yet, but if you hear some train noises, I would hop in there for sure. Who wants snow to hit tonight in the Four Corners in the Midwest? I don't think it's too out of the question. I don't think you're going to get any accumulation. Can't wait for my Arizona fruit punch. All right. That sounds refreshing. I only drink pretty much coffee or water all day. That's about it. Mobile, Alabama fire reporting tornado on the ground or was. That doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to be honest. There's not any storms near Mobile right now. So unless Mobile fire is in Gulfport or Wiggins, Mississippi, that doesn't really make any sense. There was a tornado on the ground over here near Waynesboro, south of Shibuda, but I'm not sure why Mobile Fire would be reporting that. Maybe they're asking for help. I don't know. Did you get a specific location on that? Drink lots of water and you love lemon and lime. Ooh. I should probably try that. That sounds refreshing. Our northern tornado warning just expired. We still got one tornado warning to the south here. If I pull up our velocities, you can see still a little area of circulation there, but I don't think that's going to be enough to keep this tornado warned as this moves into Alabama. We get a bad fire happening now close to you with bad winds still. Yeah, let me, that's one of the things I've been wanting to check out for a little bit here. It's turning on the fire temperature on our satellite. And we got a fire over here near Corpus Christi, another one over here north and west of Freer, another one south of Somerset, and another one near Elmendorf there in San Antonio. Fire over there in Mexico. You knew what happened to our eastern extent here of this satellite, though. Crazy windy here in central Alabama. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been very, very windy. I live just a little bit above sea level, about 600, 700 feet on one of those hills, near your typical Alabama hills, and it's been super windy up here. I feel like the radar is moving slower all of a sudden. Now, Radar Omega has this at 7:01. And for some reason, which radar is that? That's from Mobile. Now, Weatherwise is behind. What's up with that? Why is that happening? Not sure. Dadeville, Alabama. Dadeville, Alabama is going to be in a little bit. Hey, thank you, Wendy, for gifting 10 memberships. I do appreciate that. I don't know what's going on with Weatherwise. I'm going to try doing a refresh on it. It didn't fix it. Still says fire temperature. Let me try to just completely reload the app altogether. There we go. That worked. At least in okay. Something's going on with weather-wise. I don't know what it is, but we're going back to Radar Omega. It's glitching. Near Cleveland, Ohio, finally a break in the winter weather. Oh, that's good. Snow Thursday. Come on, spring. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully, you get a little bit of snow and then finally get into those spring temps, man. I'll tell you what, I'm down in northern Alabama and we've been getting some pretty nice warmth this past week, and it has felt amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I hope you get to experience that soon in Ohio. Has the slight risk tomorrow. Damaging winds is certainly possible, some hail as well, and also potentially a small risk for tornadoes. So yeah, weather-wise was doing good. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's my computer that's causing it to do this, but every time I press the play button, it goes, and then like now it's back up. Now it's back up to being up to date. But for a second there, it kind of fell apart. But that's why we have two apps. But it's up to date now. I don't know. I don't know why it keeps glitching. Not sure if that's my computer or the app itself. But it was doing amazing. Earlier today, there were some instances when the rotation from weather-wise was 14 minutes ahead of Radar Omega. Max was having an issue with his... No, Radar Omega was having a big issue. That wasn't Max's fault. We had, like, weather-wise had... Like, there's this one time down here near the bay, we had an area of rotation, and Radar Omega's rotation on its map was 14 minutes old. Radar Omega was having major problems today. Weather-wise has been doing really good up until recently. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But I'm going to keep comparing and contrasting. Obviously, between all of our radar apps here, we're going to be using the best. And this one now is at 706, while weather-wise is still at 903. I don't get it. I don't know why Radar Omega is all of a sudden doing better, but our rotation's getting a little bit stronger with this storm. I still want Chatham and Millery to be in their safe spots. We're still watching this area of rotation. It still looks pretty interesting here on radar. Why do the rotations look so different? Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to lose my mind. Very strong rotation. Or very strong broad rotation, I would say. Strong broad rotation. Okay. Remember that. Same radar. Why? Much different rotation. Oh, I'm going to go crazy. Which one do we trust? Oh, boy, oh, boy. It's the same time. 7:03. What? No correlation coefficient on this storm. I have no idea what's happening here on... I don't know if this is correct or if Radar Omega is correct. I'm going to have to check radar scope. Something's happening with weather-wise. Maybe. Let me check. I don't know why those radar signals would look so different. That doesn't make any sense. They're both coming from the same radar. All right. Let's check it out. Velocity. Weather-wise is right. So this right here, that's not legitimate. All of this is false. Why is that happening? So weather-wise and radar omega completely different, but weather-wise is matching radar scope. And radar scope is a really trustworthy app. What? It's from the same radar. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why would it show such strong velocities? When they're not there. I'm so confused. No. I just want a radar app I can trust, folks. It's all I want. All I want for Christmas. And now I'm not getting the most recent velocity scans. Let me see. Weather wise. Oops. All right. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so remember this. Weather-wise, as the relative velocity. Oh. What? This isn't relative velocity. This is high resolution velocity. Yeah. Basically, Chatham and Millery needs to be in their safe spot. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with the with Radar Omega. I mean, I think it's having an A-listing problem. This is what it really looks like here. Now, there is an area of rotation. It's not very strong. It's broad circulation here. I do not know why whether our Radar Omega is doing that. But it shouldn't. It's false Omega a little bit. Yeah, so here's our leading edge of the storm right here, north and east of Bucktuna. And that is moving towards Millery. I still want Millery to be in their safe spot. It actually should go north of Chatham. So Chatham should be good to go. I still want you guys to be in your safe spots just in case we get a weird movement of our storm. Let me try doing something here. Do this. Let me close out Radar Omega. Refresh that. That should be everything. Okay, this should be smoother now. Oh, yeah, that's way smoother. Yeah, I think having Radar Omega and Weatherwise up at the same time does cause some issues. That still doesn't explain why the radar is a little bit behind, and I need to have Radar Omega up in order to compare. Just made deer meat at Sloppy Joe's, but I don't eat bread, so it's great. Thanks to know. Thank you for letting me know. Sloppy Joes are good. Deer meat's even better. Mix them together. And yeah, you got yourself quite the combo there. Sending a screenshot to somebody really quick. Power is fixing to go out. Yeah, that's going to be a common theme across the board. Common theme. Anywhere from where this line of storms is, all the way across up into Tennessee, into Alabama, and then it should be working its way into Georgia here shortly. We're getting a lot of reports of power outages out and across the region. Again, we officially have 34,000 power outages over here in Alabama, 10,000 power outages now officially in Tennessee, and 24,000 without power in Mississippi. And wow, we're actually starting to see some power outages tick up here from Nebraska now as well. So that blizzard is starting to knock out power. Oh, I totally forgot. I think we got Paige Tornado out in blizzard conditions. I could put her underneath me. Let me get that set up really quick. Was Brett Adair done? Brett Adair done quit. He had enough. Oh my goodness. I can't tell if this just because she's driving or if those winds are moving extra crispy there. Took mine that way. Oh, y'all gotta stop talking about deer meat. I haven't had some in so long. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Brad Arnold, he got in a wreck, but apparently he's okay. Man, those winds are going pretty crazy there. Oh, looks like I gotta fix the quality again. Hold on. I don't know why it does that. It's only on Paige's stream for some reason. There we go. Nice and clear. You don't like deer meat? Ban them. Ban them right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. All right, looks like that tornado warning has expired. So now we're back down to 0 tornado warnings. Still got some decent circulation here near Millery, Alabama. I wouldn't let your guard down the line over here near Grove Hill and Jackson. Also to the south, another area of rotation is trying to get started over here in Mississippi before it moves into Alabama. That'll be coming pretty close to Chatham as well. So yeah, I mean, oh, and another little area of rotation over here near Howison as well. That's looking a little crispy there as well. Ooh. That a tornado on the ground? It's a little bit misplaced. I don't think that's a tornado, but right here to the north of this little area, right there, that is an area of rotation. With this storm that's eventually going to be pushing off to the east to the south of Beatrice. Definitely going to keep an eye on that storm. That storm's looking like it's in a pretty decent area, unfortunately, for tornadoes. You'll ban yourself if it means you don't have to eat deer meat. Wow, you don't like it that much. That is wild. Let's go check out back up here into northern Alabama, where we have Demopolis, Etowah, Moundville, Tuscaloosa, Fayette, Lynn, and Double here. Double Springs in the path of some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. For a lot of folks, this is going to be that final blow here for your power. And also some pretty heavy precipitation inside of this line as well. Wouldn't rule out a little bit of flooding, too. What time will it hit Panama City Beach? I still got a while, potentially 4 hours or more. Possible tornado damage south of Waynesboro. South of Waynesboro? Are you sure south? So we saw a debris signature over here near Waynesboro-Shabuta Road. We didn't see any debris signature further to the south. Okay, thank you, Valerie, for that report. Will it be bad in Chattanooga? It's going to be windy. Going to be windy up there for sure. Hello, Ohio Empire. Welcome, welcome. Oh,
A new tornado warning has been issued.
new tornado warning has been issued for Louisiana. That is all the way down in the pinky toe here of Louisiana. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got a couple areas here of some. Oh, yeah, I forgot this radar is out there. Ever had fish jerky? No. What? That sounds nasty. Oh, wow. From this radar, potentially a little bit stronger circulation from our regional radar, our terminal radar, heading toward Point Al-Lahachie. If you live in Point Al-Lahachie, you guys need to be going into your safe spots immediately. So no need to leave a mobile home because of a twister? No. We're not talking about that threat up there. One of the things that I would keep in mind, though, is that those winds, if your trailer is like one of those older trailers, the winds could get intense enough, especially if you live in a higher elevation in eastern Tennessee, could definitely get strong enough to potentially knock over your trailer. Because we're going to be talking about 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts in the higher elevations. Still keeping an eye on a couple of these circulations. None of them are really at that level yet. Cow tongue is delicious. Ugh. Sounds gross. I'm not going to lie. Is there an active tornado? Not that we can tell. The best we can estimate, though, from our regional radar is that we do have an area of some decent circulation over here near Point Lahachie. The problem is that we do not have a good understanding of what is happening near the surface in terms of debris. This is now traveling over some very marsh area, very low populated area, but still enough here, still enough people here that you should certainly be considering to go into your tornado shelter if you do live in this area. Now, that being said, we're not going to really be able to confirm whether or not this is on the ground unless it is a strong tornado. Because one of the problems that we're having down here is that our radar over into north of New Orleans has not really been working too well these past couple of past hour. For the past hour, it's been kind of struggling. I thank you, Derek, for becoming an EF1 member. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got a power outage. Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that. If you do get a power outage and you're watching this on your phone, I would turn off the stream and save your phone battery just in case you have an emergency. You never know. You could get a tree fall on your area or on your house, and you need to call somebody. If you drain your battery and it's dead because you watched my stream, you might be putting yourself in a little bit of a dicey situation. Checking back with our radar, still have a little area of some circulation over here. South and west of Coffeyville, still keeping an eye on that. No debris signature with that. Is Dallas good? Yeah. Watch out for some pretty. I don't know what I just read in chat. You've eaten what now? Good. That's why you always have power banks ready. But yeah, in Dallas, we're talking about some gustier winds. That's about it. Not really talking about fire danger or anything like that. Go and check in our latest scan on our terminal radar here. Still have a pretty strong area of rotation here. Let me check the correlation coefficient. I mean, if we have a strong tornado in this area, we will see a debris signature. Not quite seeing that right now, though. Squirrel, yeah. Squirrel is a little gamey. A little bit too gamey for me. I'll eat some dove. Dove is good. Really good. Almost tastes like filet mignon steak. But yeah. Squirrel, not very happy. Never very satisfied with squirrel. I have a lot of friends though that eat a lot of squirrel. For some reason that's popular in Alabama. One dude was obsessed with him. He would go hunting with a BB gun. That was like when we were in middle school. It's like all he would talk about is squirrel hunting with his little BB gun. I'm still keeping an eye on the north here, but those rotations are still struggling to get their act together. We'll do maybe a little bit more of a zoomed out view here. Rabbit? I don't think I could ever eat a rabbit unless I was starving. Every time I watch like a survival channel, the people there say the rabbit is delicious. But they're too cute. Like you got to know for just random food to eat, right? The scale of what you can eat and what is considered disgusting is not the type of animal, it is how cute the animal is. If the animal's too cute, messed up. Rabbits are cute. Rabbit is good. They are also adorable. I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys. I mean, we are covering severe weather in Alabama, so we're going to you start talking about hunting, everybody's going to get riled up. I like doves. I like deer. I like buffalo. What else have I eaten? I've eaten a lot of different things. All right, let's go check in on our latest scan down here. Still an area of some pretty decent rotation here near Point Lahatchie. It's a pretty slow moving circulation. It hasn't really moved that fast, but would still be in your safe spots. Past this point, we're not really talking about very populated region at all. This is really just the last area where we're going to be seeing some heavier populations around this. So just continue to be in your safe spots. It's almost over for you. Still not sure if there's a tornado on the ground there or not. Going over to our CC. Kind of seems like there might be something there, but again, we're super far away on radar. It's gonna be quite the messy signal. Never had buffalo. Buffalo's pretty good. Cows are really cute. The baby ones are. The older ones are not. Like the bulls, they like the bull cows, they like stare into your soul. Like they know you've been eating steak. They look pissed, like at all times. The baby cows, they're cute. I'm still watching this little circulation here. It's still trying to do something over here near Beatrice. There in southern Mississippi. It's still trying to do a little spinny thing. We'll see if we can get there. Moose is so good. I have never tried moose. What does it taste like? You want to just double check up here to our northern mode just to make sure we're not getting any surprises as our lower level jet picks up. Still not seeing anything overly dangerous. We are starting, though, to see some severe thunderstorm warnings a little bit further up to the north. Now we're talking about Tuscaloosa, Brookwood, Coaling in a severe thunderstorm warning now. Warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds, and that will eventually be moving through Tuscaloosa first, and then Brookwood and Cooling after that. Then after that, it's going to try to make it into the Birmingham area. Shark is good. I ain't got no issue with people eating sharks. Do not like sharks. Eat as many of those as you want. Yeah, chicken is real good. I think we can all agree on that for the most part. Some people don't like chicken that much. I eat an absurd amount of chicken. Alligator is incredible. Alligator. Doesn't alligator taste like chicken? That's what I've heard. I haven't had chicken in over 15 years. Are you vegan? That would make more sense. But did you just randomly quit chicken? And that's making me scratch my head a little bit. I'll need some sort of explanation. Shark tastes like a big old pork chop. Sharks did nothing wrong? I don't know, man. They're scary. Is radar working again now? The radar in Hammond seems to be trying to work. There's a little something picking up here on this radar. I'm not sure if that's a tornado or not. Check it out on this radar. I can't really get. Let me check it. That velocity. Maybe we have a maximum near there. A little bit. Might be a little bit of a tornado there. It's still kind of hard to tell, honestly. Fortunately, the radar coverage for this area is kind of terrible. Pork, yeah, pork is really good. If you had just like a little bit of sweet, like pork is really good if you had just a tiny bit of sweetness and some salt to it. Here's super lean. Yeah, it's a little bit chewy. If you cook it right. Is Ohio going to be okay tonight and tomorrow? Yeah, I think you guys will be okay. Just watch out for a small chance for tornadoes and some hail. It's like a CC drop on the southern tornado. I agree. Just not exactly sure. Just a weird signal coming out of it. It's not a very deep signal. Okay. Well, okay. Well, the latest scan is a deep signal. That, my friends, is very much appearing like a tornado on the ground. They're north of Point Lahatchie. It looks like Point Lahatchie has taken a direct hit, and unfortunately, we do have some houses there. I'm still a little bit uncertain, but that's enough to convince me, I think, that that's a tornado. That lines up there with what I would expect for that. We just don't have the latest velocities out of this storm from this radar. This radar is still struggling out of the New Orleans area. Let me double check over here, see if we can get a double confirmation. We manually change the elevation in the radar drawer. There we go. Okay. Now we're getting all the scans. Yeah, I don't know. Our latest velocity scan puts our velocities now over in this region. That might have not been a debris ball signature. It's still kind of hard to tell. Mallard duck? I have never had that, but I've heard it's really good. That honestly is sad that I've never had that. A lot of my friends do duck hunting. Yeah, a little bit of weak rotation here. Still keeping an eye on it. Honestly, though, still a little bit on the weak side of things. They're near Loosedale. Ham and potatoes with green beans in a crock pot is a solid meal. Like with zero seasoning? Jess, are you kidding me? Crickets? Oh, yeah, seafood. That'll get me going. Shrimp, lobster, crawfish, scallops are good. Crab legs are freaking, that's my favorite right there. I don't like fish though. Crickets are quite popular here, but you've never had them? Really? Crickets. If you asked me to eat crickets, all you would hear is crickets. I'd be like, stunned. I'm not sure if I could eat a cricket. They're just too cute. I'm just kidding. They're not. They are ugly. That's the problem with crickets. They're too ugly to eat. There's another end of the scale. So there's too cute to not eat, right? And in the middle, it's too ugly, so it's okay to eat. And then past that is it's way too ugly to eat. Always add seasoning. Gotta add seasoning. Lobsters are bugs? No, they're not. Are they really? Oh, one big freaking bug. Man, yeah, radar data is still sucking out here. I still can't really tell what the heck's going on with this storm. Every radar scan is saying something different. Our closest radar is struggling. Let me try our back over here to our terminal radar. Yeah, it looks like that rotation is kind of fizzling out. It's flattening out, at least. They'll probably let that tornado warning expire, if I had to guess, in a little bit. Ooh, wind. Yeah, wind. That is the theme of tonight for everybody. A report of an entire gas station blown over in Groesbeck, Texas. Oh my goodness. An entire gas station? Wow. By winds, not from a thunderstorm. That's actually did it explode? Do I do this full time? Yes. This is my full-time thing. What I do. You ate a scorpion? You've eaten a lot of weird things, Livy. Not sure. And now this has nothing to do with your personality. Not sure if you invited me over for a surprise dinner. If I would say yes. I would be scared. Chocolate covered bugs are good. Man, why y'all talking about bugs, man? I would try a bug if I was. Oh, tornado warning has expired. Look at that. We're back down to the big zero. Which means we can talk more about food. Word for family in Jackson, Alabama. Power is still on. That's good. You'd only eat bugs in apocalyptic situation. Yeah. By that point, you'd have to. But the problem with bugs is that you have to eat so many of them for them to actually, be calorically viable source of food. So it's not really a smart thing. If you're in an apocalypse, I would definitely focus more on hmm, animals. Yeah, animals. Moose, meese. It's a good protein. It is a good protein, but the calories are a little bit low. Not going to really fill up. You're going to lose a lot of weight just eating bugs. Maybe too much. Definitely you need a good source of fat and protein in a survival situation. Vitamins come with the meat. I know this because I watch the show Alone a lot. And I learn a lot. I don't know how to survive, though. I just learn random facts from it. Do not invite me to your survival encampment unless you need a weatherman. Other than that, I will be pretty much useless. You only eat spiders. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, sure about that. I'm sure you do. Spiders. That's gross. Like, a spider is like 20% protein, 50% web, and then like 10% poison. What is happening? We have some severe weather ongoing. Tornado risk still ongoing. We're still getting tornado warnings every now and then. We've got severe weather down here south of New Orleans, about to make it into Mobile probably within the next hour. Grove Hill, Jackson, with some severe winds coming your way. 60-mile-per-hour winds with that. South and west of Birmingham, we've got a special weather statement here for 50-mile-per-hour winds being possible. Over there in Tuscaloosa, we have quite the hefty line about to come here with 60-mile-per-hour winds with it. Be ready. Some pretty heavy rain is also going to be possible there. Further up to the north, we're still seeing this line extend, but it's not as intense the further north you go. Crayfish are not bugs. They are crustacean. Thank you. Somebody in chat said crayfish and lobsters were bugs. Like, you're not telling me one of my favorite foods in the world is a bug. That's not going to work. Any idea of how the Northwest Florida Panhandle looks? You're looking good for now. But your threat is about to start to pick up as this pushes into southern Alabama and then into like the Pensacola, Destin area, Panama City area. So you probably got a good, hour and a half before it gets to Pensacola, another, 45 minutes to Destin after that, and then to Panama City, another 45 minutes. Anthropods? Exoskeletons? Yeah, they got some exoskeletons on them, that's for sure. That is for sure. They don't have skeletons on the inside. They're on the exo side. They're in the same phylum as insects. Yeah, but that doesn't count. Well, arthropods. Okay. Are not anthropods, arthropods. Possible brief tornado near Vesti, Mississippi. Let me look at it. Vesti, Mississippi. Right. That would be down here, associated with this guy here. I mean, there is some decent velocities in that area. Not very strong velocities, though. Not like very strong couplets either. I wouldn't rule out a brief spin up eventually with that, but the winds are a little bit on the weaker side. Octopus? Is it good? I think everybody's hungry in chat. I did. I pressed the play button. Yeah. We were talking about it when it was back over here, where it had a little bit of a couplet, but we never saw a debris signature with it. I can survive, medical provider, herbal knowledge, hunting, fishing, and gardening, shooting too. Ooh. Well, you're gonna be on my team. You'll be allowed in my survival community. I'll lick my finger and stick it up in the air, tell where the wind's going, and you do everything else. Oh my goodness! Well, that wind gust. The winds are getting crazy outside. I can like hear my house shake. How does South Atlanta area look for about 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Windy. Windy. That is the main theme of tonight. Windy. Low tornado threats further up to the north. The only place where I can really see a tornado happening is going to be down here in this southern mode. So we're talking like areas like maybe Montgomery, Greenville, Andalusia, Troy, Crestview, Dothan, Genevieve, or Geneva there. And that I don't think it's going to make it into Georgia. Still maybe a small chance in Georgia. When did they lift the tornado watch? We can go back here. Yeah, before like an hour ago. It's been a while since that tornado watch was allowed to expire. I do want to see if we can see some of these things. Some of these things. I do want to see. We can see them in Alabama. Let's go check them out. Let me get the Alabama website up. I hate this website. It's a little bit finicky, but we're just going to have to deal with it. Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
That's fantastic.
What the?
I did a slow pan for you. Not the slow pan.
Those winds are going.
Ooh,
This is near Omaha, Nebraska.
Deep on the roads.
This is the blizzard we were talking about, folks. You might think this is a strong, severe thunderstorm in Alabama, but no, this is a blizzard. A snow hurricane.
Sheesh.
Wow, those winds are really going.
Hey, Willie, welcome. Hello, G-Dosh.
Why do people chase
so
blizzards?
Much for stopping in.
Is it infinitely more dangerous? It is.
JP, that's funny. I agree.
But to be fair, nobody had faith in the tornado threat today, including myself. So you can't blame them for going blizzard chasing. It definitely beats chasing these kind of storms in the southeast. I will be honest.
Oh my god. Hey, Derek. It is dumping snow right now in this blizzard. I'm getting Dunkirk, New York vibes now, but with wind.
Wow.
Whoa.
If we had 6 more hours of snow, definitely.
Yeah, this is Tornado Pagey on YouTube.
All right, so we got
Whoa.
this side road right here.
Okay.
Yeah, the winds up here could get up to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm guessing this road's
pretty
gonna
crazy.
have probably a foot drifts on it.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm guessing the road's right here.
Yeah, I think so. I see the
at
sign.
this-
Oh my
Whoa!
gosh.
What in the heck?
Holy freaking crap.
What? That was a huge gust.
Just going across this now. We can see.
Okay.
She's just to the south
Oh
of
my
Omaha, Nebraska.
This is a road?
Yeah, this is the road.
Yeah, this is dangerous for sure. You can barely
Holy
see.
crap. There's like a car over there just like with its lights blinking.
I look up Trenton, Florida, see how bad the winds will be.
Wow.
I don't need to look it up to tell you. It's going to be like 60 miles per hour at max. Wow. I'm going to put that under me. I totally forgot. I will not lie that I have Pagey Tornado tonight. Oh my gosh, they're going. All right. We'll come back over to the severe threat, but we are going to be continuing to check in with her for sure. Because that is crazy. This is actually insane. Look at that. You can't see. Oh my gosh. Where'd the road go?
Oh my god.
This is wild.
Intermittently steady.
Dude.
Oh, the speed limit's 50 on this.
What? On this dirt road?
Yeah.
The speed limit's 50. Nice.
Yeah, okay. You're not going 50 on that, please. But yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a surge here. A little bit of a broad circulation here south of Loosedale, here in Mississippi. Keeping an eye on that. That's about the only area that I am seeing that's sticking out to me that might have some tornado potential down the line here. Further up to the north, not really seeing much. Can't rule out a brief tornado up here, I guess, but so I'm still kind of looking up there, but it's a very low and conditional threat for that. Man, those winds are crazy. Oh, I just saw a whole line of chat come in with no food talk. Oh my goodness, there it goes again. Yeah, wrong one. Holy moly.
Nobody's taking Arbor Road.
Nobody's taking this road.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Thank
Okay,
you,
we got
Brandon.
this.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Oh.
This is crazy.
This is like wild. This is wild.
The wind is so fast.
Thanks, Deborah. We appreciate it.
Looks like they're in Antarctica.
Oh,
Yeah, it
recording
does.
stopping. Probably because we don't have any service.
Probably because you can't see the
I
road.
know, but it's so thick. I don't even know if that's.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, look at the drifts on the road.
Oh my
Where
god.
the road's at.
Oh my.
Wow. That is crazy. All right, we're going to stop getting distracted by a blizzard. Keep our eyes on this tornado threat. Power's out in Madison. Uh-oh. That's not good. That better not come to me. Let me check in on those power outages again. Yeah, not a whole lot of people. If your power is out in Madison, you are one of 1,000 people without power. My county, thankfully, there's only 100 people without power, which is super surprising. We got a lot of people in western Alabama without power. A total of 42,000 people without power in Alabama. And the power outages are also ticking up here in Tennessee with 16,000 people without power. And that's over there near Humphreys, Dixon, Cheatham, and Robertson counties. Deep fried Mars bars? What? I don't even know what that is. What is a Mars bar? Check North Georgia. It's just windy right now. There's nothing. There's no storms near you. That's the thing. Like, you might think that there's a big storm near you. which there is going to be eventually. Not a big storm, but a line of storms. But what's happening here is we just have a big old area here of some gradient winds. Those are actually reaching all the way up into northern Tennessee and potentially even as far up north into the Ohio Valley. So let me zoom out. Big area of gradient winds ongoing in this area. 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts will be possible out in front of this storm. This is that threat we were talking about on the models. We were worried about how much wind could be associated with this storm, and we're starting to see power outages tick up. Solar generator is a must for power outage, not at night. Unless you charge it during the day, that's not going to be really helpful. Look at Loosedale. Yeah, I'll take a look at Loosedale. Loosedale, Mississippi, I'm assuming. Yeah, that area. Yeah, we're still keeping an eye on Loosedale. There's a decent area of some circulation south of Loosedale. Right in here, it is trying to wrap up. Not quite there yet, a little bit on the broadside, but it wouldn't surprise me if we got a tornado warning on this shortly, if that continues to tighten up. But we're keeping an eye on it. You lost power for a moment? Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised I have not lost power. It's nearly impossible to drive out there. Yeah, it's crazy. Generator run on gas? Yeah, a gas generator would work.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued here for just to the south of Loosedale, Mississippi. We're talking about Evanston, Ward, Vaughn, Agricola, Shipman, Latonia, Moffett, also Boothtown, Smithtown, Oak Grove, Turnerville, and Gulf Crest. What in the heck? Is this a drone view? We've got a overturned or a jackknifed semi. Are they really flying a drone in this? Oh no, okay. They're on a bridge. Okay. I thought they flew a drone in the blizzard. I was like, how is that even possible? Yeah, this area of rotation is that new tornado warned rotation here. Still a little bit on the weaker side, but we're keeping a close eye on it. I was very confused there. I was like, how is that so stable in all that wind? You don't know what a Milky Way bar is. I think I've heard of that before. I don't really eat a lot of candy. If I eat candy, it's usually a Reese's cup. Winds are going crazy out there. It's loud. I still no debris ball on our latest correlation coefficient scan. I thank you, Sandy, for the 5. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Generators have batteries work at night. Solar generator used often during power outages. Okay, so you put the solar power or the solar panel outside, charge it during the day, and then you have the battery storage, and then you use it when it's nighttime if your power goes out. That's pretty smart. And thank you, Michael, for the $2. He said for Reese's cups. Oh, something's here near Ward. Something is happening near Ward. That might be a tornado. Trying to wait on our latest velocity scan to come in. There it is. Very well. Could be a tornado there. The beginning of a tornado there near Ward. Want to wait one more scan. It's not the deepest debris signature, but that could be a tornado. You tried the new Reese's Cup with chocolate lava? No. Like I said, I don't eat candy that often. Don't eat it. Oh, my lights are flickering. Uh-oh. When the lights flicker, that means the power's close to going out. When power goes out, the stream's going to end, by the way. Lights are flickering. Oh, boy. Yeah, latest correlation coefficient. That went away. That might have been just a brief little tornado there. Just a quick little spin up, potentially, there. Rest in peace, power. Power lived a long life since the last power outage. The last power outage lasted for like 6 hours. Came on in the middle of the night, scared the crap out of me. It was during the last storm that we had. So we got a severe weather warning up here. Severe thunderstorm warning for Brookwood and Coling there. Don't want you guys to be indoors and away from windows. The main threat with that is still 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, because, like, your electronics make a weird noise when they all start to turn on at the same time. Oh my gosh. Did Pagey go out in that? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, they're crazy. Minnesota has blizzard conditions. Yeah. Let me turn on those blizzard warnings again. You can see over here near Omaha, Maryville, Iowa, Fort Dodge, Mason City, Waterloo, we have blizzard warnings in effect. And that also includes southern Minnesota, over there near Mankato and Rochester. On our radar, we can come over to the velocities here, and you can see they are definitely most intense over here south of Omaha. Holy moly. Definitely some strong wind gusts around here, around 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. That's what we're seeing there on Pagey's screen. And a lot of this is snow. Blair going to Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska City, Storm Lake, Sioux City. Further up to the north, some heavy snows falling near New Ulm, East Estherville, and Storm Lake. Let's go back in and check on our tornado warning. Still don't have the latest velocity scan. Don't know what's up with that. There we go. Now, latest velocity scan over here near Shipman. That is where our rotation is. Correlation coefficient not showing a debris signature right now, thankfully. Might have been a brief tornado warning earlier. You would rather deal with a blizzard? I don't think so. You're not getting winds this strong with even the line of storms, most likely. You don't want this kind of blizzard. For crank radio that charges your phone, now that's pretty smart. But I'll be honest, I don't think those work very well. In Loosedale, no. She is just to the south of Omaha, Nebraska. There any icing associated with this snow? Not that I was able to see on radar. It shouldn't be much icing. It's mainly just either snow or rain. There could be like a slight bit of icing, but I don't think it's going to be anything significant. You would rather have a blizzard than a tornado? Yeah. No, I agree with that. Our latest radar scan here. Oh, there goes the YouTube studio. Hold on, gotta reload my studio. Bring the chat back up. What's happening? We got a tornado warning here in southern Mississippi, about to move into parts of Alabama. We got an area of rotation really about to pull into Alabama itself, but it is a little bit broader as of our latest scan. Might have produced a brief tornado at one moment, at one point. Definitely a bust when it comes to tornadic activity. Not really. Forecast was pretty spot on. I think all across the board. Definitely not a bust. This is like honestly, this was pretty much exactly how I thought today would go. Like almost exactly. Thank you, Sandy, for the $5 donation. I do appreciate that. With the generator, you can keep your computer on, charge cell phone much more when power comes back on, or simply charge on power. Yeah, I might check that out. You're in South Huntsville and you're losing power. Yeah, my lights were flickering for a little bit. I thought it was about to go out, but we're still good. Still good over here. The wind is pretty intense. We live tornadoes aren't really a thing. We don't get them, but they're usually weak and don't do much. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been dealing with tonight, honestly. We've had a lot of weaker tornadoes. I don't think we've had that one that was south of Shibuda. That one was our strongest looking velocities, at least, but I'm not sure if that one would even be a strong tornado. I wasn't really convinced on radar. And a mini portable generator for camping trips and festivals. Ooh. You charge an outlet in your car. Now that's nifty. Yeah, latest velocity scan. Still broader circulation. Here's a small notch south of Parrish, Alabama. And notches don't really mean much. There's a little bit of rotation over there near Jackson. What does that look like there on this radar? Yeah, it looks like nothing. Still a little rotation on this. Let me see if that's still there on the latest scan. No, it's not. Okay, just making sure. Go up a little bit further up to the north. See what's happening up here. A little bit of rotation up here south of Parrish. So you are right. There is a little something there. There's a notch for sure. It's just really not. There's not a whole lot of strong rotation with it, but I think you're right. We should probably keep an eye on that. It's a low chance for a tornado, but you definitely can't 100% rule it out with all the shear that's up there. What time do I think the rain and wind will arrive in Lafayette? Isn't that like up here? Forget. Yeah, there it is. I mean, the wind should be starting to arrive, over the next hour or so if it's not there yet. I don't know why you're so scared. You should, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to feel, obviously. But as long as you're indoors, you'll be all right, I promise. If you're in this tornado warning, be in your safe spots. Just hang out. A tornado happens in this storm. In comparison to how big this tornado warning, the tornado itself is usually about that big. Just keep that in mind. Just be in your safe spots. You got a low chance for tornadoes tonight. It's nothing to really, be overly concerned about, but it is worth being weather aware. But maybe we should talk about food again. Or some sort of topic that what's the topic you guys want to talk about? Like away from the storms while we're in between storms. In between scans. Please not food. No, don't see that's the thing. Don't tell like saying someone that's scared to just adapt is not gonna work. It's a little bit scary outside, and it's okay to recognize that. But I can promise you, you will be okay. As long as you stay inside. If you go outside, you're risking it. For Eastern Iowa, yeah, we can. For tomorrow, yeah, I think the worst of it's going to be tonight in Eastern Iowa, and that's kind of happening right now, I think. I just heard a whistle outside. We'll check really quick for you. Just because you're a long-time viewer, you've been here for a little bit. Yeah, for tomorrow, it looks like anywhere from 40-mile-per-hour winds in the early morning, diminishing by 8 p.m. to basically nothing. Is there any severe risk in Florida? A little bit. If we turn on our outlook, you can see that we do have an enhanced risk over here near Crestview, Freeport, Milton, Pensacola, also Panama City, Blountstown, Quincy, Apalachicola, Perry, and Madison. And then tomorrow, we're going to have over there near Tampa, Jacksonville, Gainesville, Live Oak, Daytona Beach, Perry, Spring Hill, Tampa, Bradenton, Orlando are all going to be in some severe weather risk there. Yeah, no problem. So checking on our tornado warned storm, seeing if anything has changed. I don't have the latest velocities just yet. No correlation coefficient. So no debris is being lofted by the storm. So there's no tornado in this storm right now still. What do I use to determine the instability? I use mesoscale analysis. I'll post the link in chat. There's a link. As of right now, we have about 200 joules per kilogram. It's only the shear that's keeping these storms alive. Where is this at? This is in southern Alabama, north of Mobile. Hey, thank you, CP White, for subscribing. I appreciate that. And thank you, Woody T Gaming, for becoming an EF1 member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fry family. Yeah, latest velocity scans on this storm is it's still looking pretty weak. Very broad area of rotation. Let's go check back in with Pagey, who's in a blizzard. Listen in real quick.
Where, Omaha?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I believe that. Trying to see what other roads. Days all back roads.
It's not as windy. Looks like they're out of the worst of the wind. Really slick in Nebraska. Interesting. And hit any trips to unclaimed baggage yet? Oops, not yet. Not quite yet. Yeah, latest scan out here. Still seeing not a whole lot of rotation. They're probably going to let this tornado warning expire here shortly. Thank you, Woody Gaming, for the $5. I appreciate that. Appreciate all you do, always keeping us updated. Could I get a special request for Northern Georgia? What you need? You should have included that in your message. I'll be looking at chat though. What do you need for that? Like a forecast? Like you can do that after the tornado warning. Should expire here shortly. Well, interesting things popping up actually on a correlation coefficient here. Not really associated with any strong areas of rotation though. Yeah, there's the problem with the radar or with weather-wise here is it's something to do with the hotkeys I figured out. When you press the hotkey to change the radar, it pulls it back to like a previous scan for some reason. So when you do it manually, it goes to the latest scan. Are we talking about food again? Good night, Lauren. Thank you for tuning in. I guess we'll just have to do it manually to make sure we always have the latest scan up and running here. Still waiting on the newest scan, but the people that still need to be in their safe spots is Golf Crest, Lambert, Lambert Grove, and Stagecoach Woods. Have a generator handy in Minnesota. That's good. Can we get a GoFundMe for Alabama? No. I don't even know how we would disperse that. If you do want to donate to, the potential storm victims of tonight, you could do so by going in the description. There is a link for in our description for our kind of it's called Team Rubicon. It is a veteran run like disaster relief. They go in after the storm if needed and help clean up mold, clean up flooding, clean up trees, clean up debris after a storm. Just tuning in, any idea what the tornado risk might be for Chattanooga? Really low. Pretty much zero. Little tiny, a little area of rotation there south of Golf Crest, but still pretty weak. Yeah, definitely some stronger winds up there for sure. Oh, what's going on here? I see some flashing lights to the left. Shot me a link for the generator. I mean, I'll check it out, but I'm kind of too poor for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm way too poor for that. $1,700? Absolutely not. I cannot afford that. Pretty cool though. I can definitely see how it could be helpful, but too expensive of a solution. Possible spin up near Birmingham. No. Very low possibility of that. Some strong winds, though, are coming into Birmingham. here. Around 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are going to be possible, and that could bring some power outages with it as well. Spaghetti tacos? What's better is taco spaghetti, honestly. Taco meat with spaghetti, and then you put tomato sauce on top of that. North Georgia hourly, please. We can do a little update in terms of the progression of this line of storms. So for North Georgia, we'll start off in Alabama. So by the time we get to 11 or 10 p.m., we're going to be talking about Huntsville, east of Birmingham, moving into Montgomery, over there into Mobile as well. 12 a.m. starts to move into areas like Dalton, Sandy Springs, Atlanta, Columbus, Eufaula, Enterprise, and Destin. Hold on, give me 1 second. It is going crazy out there. Goodness gracious. I get it. That wind sounds scary. All right. So yeah, as we move into 1 a.m., we're talking about Atlanta, Roswell, Columbus, Dothan, and Panama City. Coming back over towards Gainesville and Athens. By 3 a.m., Macon, Albany, all the way down near Apalachicola and Tallahassee. Into 5 a.m., we're talking about Augusta, Vidalia, Douglas, and Valdosta. 7 a.m., we're talking about Greensboro, Charlotte, Columbia, all the way down there near Gainesboro, up there near Roanoke, Morgantown, Harrisburg, and Romney. Pretty long pretty long and skinny line of storms here. By 9 a.m., we're talking about Charleston, Florence, Fayetteville, Raleigh, Romney, and Harrisburg there. 11 a.m., we're talking about still some Harrisburg, Williamsport, Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, Raleigh, Fayetteville, still Wilmington. By 1 p.m., we're talking about Scranton, Dover, Salisbury, Virginia Beach, Jacksonville. And then by 4 p.m., it's mostly off of the coast, but we still have Kitty Hawk, New York, and Long Island. Then eventually, by around this time, we're going to start to see some cold core thunderstorms with some hail potential move through Pennsylvania on the backside of this, and eventually dissipate by 2 a.m. On the 6th. Chances of tornadoes in Jackson, Alabama, 0% now. You guys are past the threat. Tornadoes in Scottsboro, really low. Probably around like 1 to 2% chance of that. I have to watch for like this area though, near Sipsey. Kind of a bookend vortex might be trying to form there. That will eventually make it like south of Scottsboro, most likely. Could have some enhanced winds on the southern side. That'll probably be where our severe thunderstorm warnings continue with this. Actually, we just got another severe thunderstorm warning for Somerville, Gunnersville, Albertville, Boaz, Union Grove, South Vinemont, Coleman, Good Hope, and Hanceville. Power back on in Triana and Marion. in Madison. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Check back in with our tornado warning. And it looks scary for a second. And wrapping around with a little curlicue at the end. But no debris signature. Thankfully. You're getting angry? Why are you getting angry? Gonna make chili spaghetti. Now that's interesting. Oh, it looks like our tornado warning just expired. Yet again. Guess what, guys? We have officially been streaming for 12 hours. Can you believe it? I can. I'm exhausted. This is how it feels. This is what it's like looking at this video here or this live stream from Pagey Tornado. This is how it, like, I would imagine it looks outside, just judging by the sound. But when you look outside, it doesn't nearly look nearly this bad. I feel like I can almost hear that live stream just due to the sound I'm hearing outside. Sounds horrible outside. It really does. It really does. Very windy. And the peak of the wind should be about to pull into the Huntsville, Athens, Decatur, Falkville, Coleman area. Be associated with that line of storms. Are in the median. Yeah, there's a lot of there's been a lot of wrecks on that road too, where they're driving. Is it windy everywhere? Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I'll circle where the winds are. I mean, in this circle, anywhere from 40 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts are happening right now. It's windy. Not for the entire United States, but it is windy for a lot of folks. You're like 30 minutes south of her. It's really cool. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, I'd love to see that, but my power would go out and then I would get cold. My power infrastructure could definitely not handle these kind of winds for a long period of time. Nebraska's power is starting to go out, but I know I'm surprised that there was not that many power outages up there yet. The number's staying relatively low, although in Alabama, we have now 66,000 66,000 people without power in Alabama. There's 184 in my county. Yeah, it looks like Jefferson County has some of the highest amounts of power outages. 27,000 people without power there. That's definitely the biggest county affected. You think you'll get a good light show in Chattanooga? maybe. It's not really a whole lot of lightning on the northern portion of this storm. If these storms continue to intensify, maybe. And they might try to bring some lightning up to you. Oh, interesting area of circulation now near Oroville, south of Selma. Not sure if we're going to have to pay attention to that one or not. We'll check this radar. Yeah, there's a little bit of circulation there. I know what's scarier than a tornado? A spider that you see on a wall and you swat it. Oh, then it disappears? Yeah. That is scary. I will agree with you on that. That's more scarier than the spider itself. Tweak. Oh my gosh. Ryan Scholl is so expressive. Wow, look at this satellite loop. Those winds pushing into Texas and that dust blowing around. That's pretty wild. It's one heck of a storm, that is for sure. Yeah, it's pretty much windy everywhere now. I'm going to check a little bit further to the south. We do have some rotation that is over the water right now. Might have to watch that as it tries to make it close to the shore. But they're south of Biloxi. But guys, I think I'm reaching my limit. I am tired. It has been 12 hours. And I'm just extremely tired. I got 4 hours of sleep. Usually I could go longer, but I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. So I'm struggling. So I think I'm going to log off. I apologize, but I am hitting a wall. We did a 3-hour stream last night all the way till about 1 a.m. Was able to get to sleep by 2 a.m. and I woke up at 6 a.m. Then we went live, and we've been live ever since with like a 2-hour break in between, but my energy's at zero. Do I think Madison County, Alabama, around Marshall County will be okay? Yeah. I think you guys will be okay. I think the main thing you got to worry about is some power outages and maybe some tree limbs down. Yeah, it's been a long day. So I'm going to pack it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Wish I could stream longer. Hopefully the next freaking severe weather event that we have, I don't have to be up in the middle of the night, and I can actually get some good sleep and do a longer stream. But yeah, the 4 hours of sleep and streaming for 12 hours, that's been a challenge. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Hopefully these storms don't produce any more tornadoes. I can't guarantee it. Just make sure you have a way to get alerts out there. I'm going to send you guys over to Pagey Tornado to show her some love. You know, if you're looking for some severe weather coverage, you'll probably be able to find somebody else. But if you're just kind of in here to kind of watch what's happening out there, Pagey Tornado has got a really good view of that blizzard. So I'll send you guys over there. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe on Pagey's channel. If you do, go over there, show her some love. And I will see you guys later. Thank you. Huge shout out to the mods, and thank you everybody that's donated, keeping the stream alive dollar by dollar. So thank you so much. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Peace.